very optimal when it does. Crazy here, and it's just something not here, like ice sleeps, all that stuff. Kind of like a year ago thing, and I experienced it in my own wilderness, how it all ends up. And we do have a generator in my home. It's just like that's no, and that's one of the actual classic final FF4. This one, I never really because there's some other stuff, but we're able to. Let's go ahead and kind of get in here. 1 second. Let me put it. I was not expecting it to be that small, but I think it will enlarge once we start. Let's see. Is it still stuck on the launcher? Yeah, I believe it is. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, that's not it. Hmm. Okay, so give me a second. I'm trying to figure this out. One 1 second. Let me go ahead and come over this way. Lock that in for right now. So I can figure this out for a couple of seconds. That should do it. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna go. We're gonna do a normal. It's really just a story. It's not really anything too special. So this right here is our protagonist. So what happens basically is they attack the people of a town called Mysidia. This right here kind of shows the combat. In the actual game, like the original, this is part of the cutscene, and the attacks are actually spells. And now we return to Baron. Ah, the young trail. No one returns triumphant. You did secure the Basidius crystal, did you not? The crystals are ours. The Basidius. They did not even raise their hand in their own defense. Bygone. All's the better then, is it not? Only fools would dare oppose the almighty will of Baron. Come, we must not keep His Majesty waiting. A moment, my lord. And this is right here is the King of Baron. Your Majesty, I fear our good Lord Cecil's faith in you begins to waver. Does it now? Indeed, you are loyal and worthy, and worth our proven once again, Captain Bygone. But the crystal is all that matters. Bring them before me. As you wish. Lord Cecil, His Majesty bids you enter. The kingdom of Baron hails your return, Cecil. You have brought me the crystal, I trust. I have, Your Majesty. Where's the crystal? Crystal? Is it genuine, Your Majesty? So it is. See how it shines? That will be all, Cecil. You may leave us now. Your Majesty, have you some other matter to discuss? Our king has granted you to leave, and yet you would trouble him further? I know it's not my place to ask, Your Majesty, and I pray you can forgive my discretion. But what is it you aim to do? Your ways are not as they once were. My men's hearts grow heavy with misgiving, as does yours. Your Majesty, no, I will never doubt. Do you take me for a fool, Cecil? Do you think your treasonous whispering to save my ears? After all I've done for you, Cecil, you wound me. This is most unfortunate, but I can place no trust in one who offers none in return. I hereby relieve you of your command of the right wings. My liege, you will go now to the Valley of Mist instead. There is a task I would have you do. A phantom creature haunts the borders of the land of Edelon of Mist. You will slay it and deliver this ring to the village that lies beyond. They will know its meaning and be gone first light on the morrow. Your Majesty. I beg you, my liege. Consider, you know Cecil would not betray you. Ah, Cain, I was not aware of this matter concerned you, but as you seem so eager to protect your friend, let your spear accompany his blade on the road to mist. Your Majesty, I've got no more words. Take the ring and be gone, while my mood is yet fair. And the ring contained a snet. My liege, forgive me. I did not mean to draw you into this. What is to forgive? We'll split this Eidolon of his, and all will be forgotten. You'll be commanding the Red Wings again before you know it. Kane, you must be tired from a sick, no? Leave the preparation to me, and get yourself some rest. Go ahead and lower the volume a little bit. It's a little loud inside of my head. There we go. All right. Excuse me. All right. It's like using the actual arrow case for this game. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, was it this one? Or this one? I think it was the one before this one. Over here. Maybe the other one? Oh, that's what it is. It's the other one over here. One of these turns into a door. I think it's this one. Or is it this? There we go. The all this we're gathering up is just going to help us later. I think there was another one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been forever since I played this game. And I believe this is Rosa. There we go. Thank goodness you're all right. The orders from Mistake set him. I was worried. Terrifying. Small wonder, considering we fought mages who did not fight back. Cecil, I'll visit you in your tower later. Of course. Interesting thing about this area right here is that you get to meet some of the other characters if you look in the right areas. But if I remember correctly, one of these, yeah, are the mages of City. We ended up basically taking them as prisoners of war. Ah, well, it was home. This here is the master of the airships, the creator of them, according to this story. Rose has been worried sick about you, you know? Make that girl cry, you don't have to answer to me, here. Speaking of girls, how are my babies? Didn't burn any engines, did you? You and them girls of yours need to treat those shit with more respect. Hey, cut the long face. What's the matter? I what? Sending you to hunt Elon instead? But what happened to the Red Wings without you? I tell you, something's gotten in His Majesty. He's ordered me to build new ships. You know, a more maneuverable one, with more firepower. What's he thinking? I'm not building these things for him to wage war. Let's talk about some people too. Everyone's worried about the Baron's fate. And now the king's sending you off for orders? Yes, huh? Well, you take care of yourself. So I don't need to tell you to worry about you. Though, I do. I better go on my way to. That daughter of mine is going to wring my neck and spend another night here, working without checking in at home. So, in the original game, this character right here does not exist. His name is anyway. And if I remember correctly, he'll periodically change his name as you progress the game. So he'll change the name, and he basically gets upset. And you'll meet him again later once he changes his name. And what I really like about this this game in general is the original storytelling that came out during this was very well done in the sense that it's a very well written story with a lot of depth. And for what it's worth, if let's say you weren't born in the 90s, you know, a lot of the games back then were very story really heavy. They were not platforms. And so the Dark Knight says, so stripped of his command, the Red Wings set out for a distance of valley of mist. Together with Kane, commander of the Dragoons, he would pursue a faceless quarry in a chance for redemption. The advent of the airship had marked the realization of mankind's most ancient dream. While man is a creature seldom sated, and he was quick to dream anew. With the unparalleled might of the Red Wings, Baron's military soon reigned supreme. Why, then, does the king now seek the crystals? And why have some fearsome monsters suddenly begun to overrun the once calm land? If the crystals know, they share no answers, only the pure and silent light. so here is the city of Baron. Trying to see if I remember how to. Oh, this thing here is the dancer. And that's it. So right here, this actually, I will remember quickly. This, I think this leads you outside. Oh, there's I don't know. I remember that correctly. That creates haste, which in this game it's useful. But I feel like 6 has a better representation of it because of the way that their turn style works. Door on the west side, you say? Ah, yes, yes. The old waterway flows to the castle, but it's kept under lock and key now, child. If I remember correctly, the inn here, which I believe is this building. No, I'm sorry. That's Rosa's house. Hold on. I think this is okay. This is the teleportation circle that is important later. This classroom, I think, is for learning about monsters and stuff. As far as like what they're doing. Let's see. I believe this is the end. This is Sid's house. Oh, they introduce the characters. Building. That's how they make the airships. Fire's hot. Birds of the world. Where is it? That's the item shop. Oh, there's the end. I think up here. Yeah. There's some more items we can pick up. And now we're basically ready to go. We're going to grind out a few levels just because it's going to become necessary before we enter um, the area that we're going to be going into. I wonder if the chocobo forest is nearby. There we go. Caught a surprise, so we're being attacked. Oh, fun little thing about this is that um, the you really can't see like the full map. That's kind of what you get. Um, but I wanna say, excuse me. The animations, I just love them. That they were great. It reminds me of the original, closely, even though it isn't the same anymore. Uh, so Cecil does have this ability called darkness, and I'll show it right now. And we'll use drop with king. So when we did the the attack animation for the character for darkness, it would be kind of like a wave attack, and the wave attack would do a lot of damage. But here, one of the things that I can mention is that the attack is what actually hurts Cecil. Kind of like a recoil of using his dark energy, which is very symbolic of the fact that, from what you saw as far as him sitting there, was fairly upset about how everything was going. We're gonna head back to the city real quick just to recover. The fun thing is that you'll actually take on the next enemy. The enemy before he obviously dies as well. A lot of the mechanics that have been put into the later ones show up. One of the ones that I don't think is as prevalent in the later games is like the multi attack. If it is, I don't remember. It's. I haven't played Final Fantasy in so long. It's crazy. There we go. That was always one of the fun parts. As far as the characters, being able to switch them out. It's a fun little. So this bar wasn't here before, as far as like timing the attacks. They also also adjust for I think they adjusted the numbers too, because for the goblins, you had the occasion of getting 6 different goblins to show up. Here it is. So Chocobo Forest, and in these games, they are symbolized by kind of like little circle patches, and you can find a fat chocobo right here. But it isn't here, and sometimes there it is, the white chocobo, MP restored. Literally all it does, and we can ride the chocobos. And that was always like one of those things that I thought was like always pretty fun, because you can actually pretty much chocobos can go through almost all the map. And this is the cave, and here we have anyway. Greetings and salutations again. Your name was Cecil, was it not? After we last spoke, I said about mapping out a new course for my life, one that would allow me to help people. But having undertaken the task of mapping, the name of naming one now seems rather inappropriate. Name became Mapping Way, the cartographer. Alright, let me give you this. A plain way for Earth's map. It's an enchanted map that will draw itself as you traverse the floors of the cave and dungeons. And that's not all. For each map you complete, you receive a fantastic reward. I hope you find it useful. Well then, until we begin. And that was a mechanic that was added to the game that wasn't in the original Super Nintendo version, to where you can obviously go through this process of literally mapping out everything. That was a little fun thing to do. There we go. Leave this place. Who's there? And a push. Luckily, these battles are easy, and they're just basically farm XP. And the reason I'm continuously battles is just, if I remember correctly, you have to be at least like level 15 or 16 in order to properly beat the beast of this cave. By the way, this is the version that was remade for the Nintendo 3DS, I want to say, or Nintendo DS. And we can do so that once this whole map is 80% complete, once it hits 100, and then that's when we get a reward. If I remember correctly, return once you came. That voice. Could it be Edelon? Potion. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and inventory, and we're gonna do, what is this? Cast site. Remove stone status potion. I have 2 potions. I'm gonna give one to Kane because he needs it. There we go. So, one of the things that I completely forgot to mention, there is a way to guard in this game, and I'll show y'all in a bit. Men of Baron, you know who we are? Leave at once, and no harm will befall you. I will abide no further trespass. Show yourself. You mean to ignore my warning? We must live with this ring to the village of Mist Beyond. So be it. The mist is gathering. Ow. That hurt. Got a critical hit on that. And I forgot how much HP the actual Mist Dragon has. In this turn, I'll have a. Oh, nice. And then this turn, I'll have a potion. We're gonna give it to Cecil. Now we're gonna defend. Okay, I'm probably supposed to attack in general, but I don't think so. I think we're. There we go. I remember the first time I played this game, I was really bad at it because I played it like maybe like back when I was 10, 9, 10, something like that. All right. And I think, let's see real quick. What did I miss? I missed that little corner at the bottom. There we go. And so that's like I said, one of those things that was like a new mechanic to the game was to properly explore every level. Oh yeah, RNG, preemptive strikes and stuff like that were in this game. Uh, what is it? It's not kind of like Persona 5 where or Persona in general. I think 4 and or 5 where you have to get behind the shadow beast or whatever to get that preemptive strike. It just kind of RNG'd it for you. But if you have speed, it would automatically, obviously, boost your She's alive. Thank goodness. Kane! Kane! I cannot stay here. I need to take this girl someplace safe. Forgive me, Kane. So, in the original story, the Gaia's Wrath or Gaia's Tower or whatever that was, she summons Titan. And Titan uses Quake in the game, which is an earthquake, which causes the mountain rage to show up, splitting, the city, and leaving us stranded in the desert, which is where we're at right now. And here is the city that we're going to enter. Okay. I need to find a place to let this child rest. Right now it's auto playing, so it's going straight to the end. Pale traveler. Oh my. I've not seen a child so pale. Please, get her to bed. You needn't worry about payment. My pardons. You woke him. You still haven't told me your name. I won't ask you to forgive me. It's my fault you lost your mother. But please, at least allow me to take you someplace safe. Later on that night, it seems we find you, Lord Cecil. Please, you must listen. His Majesty, our orders come directly from His Majesty's mouth. Surrender the girl, and he will pardon all you've done. The inhabitants of Mist represent a threat to us all. They must not be allowed to live. What? Stand aside. I think I'd rather not. So the other one I need to really take out in this match is the general. And without them, they can attack. So, sitting ducks. But another fun fact in the original games, all these characters are like way bigger than I am because they're not sprites. They're kind of like laid on stickers almost, and so like they're way bigger than me, and I'm like this little tiny like 2-3 centimeter sprite on the screen. Maybe I'll do a comparison later on so I can see what I'm talking about. Just because it's quite funny. You've got nothing to apologize for. It is I who wronged you, and apologies cannot right the things I've done. But you protected me. And she gave a name. Her name is Radia, the Summoner. Now I knew at this point she's like, I want to say like 10 years old. she is unskilled, and I think her only summon is a chocobo. Can't remember if there was like any other hidden rooms in this village. Oh, this is the item shop here. Let's see. I am going to need. I like the sprites they have over here for them. In the original NSS game, uh, the horns on Cecil's helmet are more pronounced. They actually kind of extend out. But the one for Rydia is actually pretty accurate. Let's go ahead and get about 3 more potions. And let's go ahead and get a 2 eye drop or 3 eye drops. Take some of those, and the reason why is the cave that we're going to go into in a bit is it's full of status effect monsters, and I'd rather not deal with that. I believe it's another dancer right here. I can help him find work as a dancer in Damsian Castle, but the waterway leading there is infested with dangerous monsters. Won't you at least watch my show in the meantime? So every city I think in the game has like a version of this character. This is a part of the story that I was going to get to. So we lost Kane, right, we explored the city and we found Rosa. Oh, Rosa. Cecil. Cecil, be alive. This is Cecil. Auto potion augment. So in the original story, you find out she has a fever and she's basically asleep. She doesn't give you anything, and he explains to you about the landscape. You can find this crystal that is supposed to cure her fever. Hello again, Cecil. What am I doing here, you ask? Well, as I would have it, I accidentally dropped all of my maps and pens in that huge fissure that happened up near the Valley of Mist. Having now simulated the map, the name Mapping Way seems rather inappropriate. But I don't really know what to do next. I'm taking some time to reevaluate my life now. Mapping Way became Living Way Vagrant. I've just been spending my days looking over the pages of this bestiary with no particular trait to call my own. Would you like to view the bestiary? I will take a look at it. And this is just basically something that I like you get to take a look at and kind of learn what it kind of drops, where you can find them. Similar to like Pokemon. And I think that's all I have of Baron Soldier. And then here is the General. And I don't have anything else. There's a total of like 200. Oh, Cecil, it seems you've got your hands on an interesting item there, doesn't it? And he's referring to the auto potion. Let me explain how the auto potion works. It's a rather special kind of item as an augment. Using it on a party member will teach that member an ability. Augments appear in the key items list. Don't forget to use them once you receive them. You can find augments left behind by various people scattered through the world. Be sure to keep your eyes open. You'll be glad you did. Well then, until we meet again. The reason why that's important is I'd rather save it for future stories, or for the future part of the story, because it'll make more sense if I remember correctly to use it now. Um, let's see. Uh, so she gains from having the staff, but her attack isn't all that great. Um, what I would rather equip her with is actually some armor, which I think she can wear like leather armor. Excuse me. Ooh, started cooking that. Oh look, a pet chocobo. It's okay. We'll acquire. We'll, get him to do things for us later on. So for now, let me see exactly her equipment. So we gotta get the head and on. So after this we escape. Alright, let me go ahead and get this equipment on. Then you're gonna have to give me a quick second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry to make you wait if you were here or came and left, and I'm sorry there. I had to go and feed the good boy, and was in the middle of also taking a phone call, and I said, "Must go to the bathroom break all night." From here, I'm gonna grind out a few battles just to kind of set the momentum for the rest of the gameplay that's gonna come up ahead. Just because you'll see what I mean by she's rather weak. So up here we have some mountains. And as you can see, her attacks are rather weak, but she gets consistently attacked by the other characters. So we'll do defend. Here to get the XP points. That's the part that's kind of annoying, you know. We gotta get a recover, but it's way too expensive to use a tent. Yeah, and this is 50. But uh, right now, what I'm gonna try to do is gonna grind out a couple of levels. Like I said, just to keep her strong. can't remember what magic attack she knows. We can go with thunder. There you go. Her HP went up just a little bit. Her MP went up, which is the most important part. That's okay, but it doesn't really do anything. Oh, I should learn new magic. That's great. I will stay close just so that I can continue to heal in case it goes further on. Okay, so it does work at all. It's not as strong. There we go. And there we go again. That's the issue. Oh my god, the dog scared me. So I have a dog named Bear. Bear is Blackest Night over here. And so right now he just kind of startled me. Just because he just he left the room and he came back just going to cool off in my master. And he right now just kind of walked in and all I saw was the shadow of him walking in. What's up, Becky? To give him a few pats because that's what he likes. He's a good boy. There we go. If as soon as you can find like an earthworm. 100% nice. Excuse me. That's spicy food earlier, that's kicking my throat. Inventory, potion. Little radio. I wish I could use haste. That would actually be useful. I can't remember if there was something inside of this well or not. No. I thought there was a way to get inside of this waterway. Because there was like a. I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I haven't played this in so long. Like little tricks and stuff like that that I would normally know, I didn't remember. But I may be wrong. I might be stretching myself on this one. Weaponsmith. If I had a little bit more money, I totally would. But it's about 65. I'm gonna call it a night for now. I'll be back on probably tomorrow, depending on what's going on in my as far as my day goes. But I will see you guys here. Please have a wonderful day. Hopefully, you'll stay warm and safe. I know this inclement weather that's coming up isn't, the most favorable for all of us. I hope everybody stays safe. And I hope to see you here if you're in my stream. And if not,